Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I've got 3 replays for you in the Tier 6 Premium Czechoslovakian tank, the Skoda T25. It's essentially a medium tank with a 3-shot autoloader clip. So on the first replay we're on Great Wall, and I'll just go through the equipment perks for you that I run on this tank. So I run optics, traction system and advanced gun lane drive. So obviously being an autoloader you can't put a gun rammer on it, so I've opted to go for the traction system instead. And the perks we've gone for: Born Leader, 6th Sense, Rapid Reload, Snapshot, Steady Aim, Situational Awareness, Muffled Shot, Run and Gun, and Silent Driving. So I've gone for a bit of a mixture. Gone with some camo perks just to try and sort of make the camo a little bit more decent. The tank is quite boxy, to be fair. It's a little bit high profile. Sorry, Christ, I can't speak. High profile, I should say. So yeah, it's similar. Yeah, it's kind of the same issue that the Žižka has, the other Tier 6 Premium and Czechoslovakian medium tank. And the one you can see right now, the one brilliant feature of this tank is the autoloader, the reloaded, the interclip. It's all so quick. It's just literally bam, bam, bam. You know, small, only sort of 100, 150 per shot, but you can quickly put the hurt on someone, and we'll see there. Yeah, you can just see we're just sort of peppering away there, and we're already up to 567 damage, and yeah, we're just sort of focusing out these 2 tanks here right now. The other nice thing about this tank that I like is you have a skin available for it. I'm not sure how much it is. I think it's probably 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000 gold, something like that. Obviously, I would always advise wait until the skins and they have a sale on skins and camos, because you'll get this sort of a lot cheaper. But yeah, I actually got the skin for free. I think it was in like a season pass reward, I think, possibly. I think this was actually in a season pass quite a while ago, which is probably when I picked up the tank. So yeah, it's got this cool looking skin as well, which is alright. It's quite nice, makes it aesthetically pleasing. And yeah, it's an all-round fun tank, to be fair. And and I've gone for the traction systems. Obviously, you can't run the gun rammer, like I've said. Is there anything else you could potentially run on it? I don't really think so. I mean, look, you could possibly put vents on if you wanted to, but with the reload as it is, the only thing I'd say the vents will probably improve is maybe the accuracy. But do you know what? The accuracy isn't that bad. I think you've just got to be a little bit patient when you first pull up, and you'll notice a couple of shots when I've pulled up, I've quickly taken the shot and not let the gun aim in, and that can be an issue. You see that first shot just missed that PZ there, just because he just managed to get into cover. It wasn't actually the gun itself, it was just letting the gun aim, and unfortunately the time taken, he just got into cover. But yeah, I just went for the traction system because I think you can get to places a lot faster. Initially, when there's maps where you need to sort of get to across quite quickly, that you can put some damage in. So let's say Westfield's probably the best example. If you were playing sort of the good spawn where you get up to the middle, or a light tank would get up to the middle and spot for you, or if you wanted to get to the middle, you could get some shots in that cross on those tanks that sort of go up the hill there. Yeah, it's those sort of scenarios where you want to get there quickly because you want to catch people out, either for the spotting or you just want to get the clip in. So I mean, like I say, what I will say, the camo on this, again, apologies, I've not actually looked up the specs, but the camo actually, in my opinion, feels Doesn't feel that great. I mean, you can see sort of on the shroud on the mini map's quite big, so I think the camo is pretty substandard. I mean, yeah, I've actually just looked it up and it's 355 meters still concealment. That's with what I've got everything set up on it. So yeah, the camo is not great for a medium tank. So you have to bear that in mind. You're not, and I would probably suggest don't use it as a spotter. You know, if you're going to play this tank correctly, I think just use it as a support. Get in situations where you can, you can quickly get the clip out, and then you can just sort of get out and dodge. Obviously, you can, if you're not detected, you can obviously sit and you can just sort of unload the clip as and when. It's one of those where you just try and find that sweet spot. Get into a position where you know that you've got plenty of tanks and plenty of opportunities, different angles. And multiple targets to be able to sort of shoot at, because then you can just sort of stay there and stay in one position for a while and just unload clip after clip after clip into sort of various tanks at various angles and different positions. So that's the way I play it, and just do it like that. I think you'll get some decent success doing that, I think. So anyway, I've just sort of spoke a lot about the tank, not really much about that gameplay, but you can see sort of first game there. We ended with 3 kills, 2.7k damage, only the first class, and bit of assistance, just under 500 assistance there. We come top of the board. All these games we are top tier. We only really had 1 or 2 games where we were actually bottom tier. And you do have to be careful, obviously, because tank destroyers at the moment, which there are plenty of, they will hurt. You've only got 830 hit points, so that's not really much to play with. To be fair, even when you're sort of top tier, you don't have any armor, so you do have to pick your times where you sort of take shots, and you have to be careful with your trade, basically, because I feel like your hit points can whittle away quite quickly, whether it be whether you're bottom tier, when again you can be a 2-shot to a tank destroyer, that's a tier 8 tank destroyer. But equally, even sort of when you're top tier, you consider a lot of these tanks that have got really good DPM, quick reload. It can quite easily just shred you down if you're not careful. So yeah, you do have to sort of bear that in mind as well. The armor's not great. So second replay, we are on Fjords, and we've come up to this position because again, we've managed to sort of get here in sort of good time, and we can catch out these tanks in the crossing. We've got this poor T-34 here. I'm just trying to sort of focus the last shot in, and we pick up our first kill of the game. Now we're trying to see if we can get a shot on the side of this Churchill, and we do manage to get all 3 shots in there. And like I say, just you're looking at average only sort of 110 damage per shot, but if you get lucky high roll, like you see there, they've got 150, which is a nice high roll. You really can sort of rack up some decent damage in a quick amount of time. So I'm just sort of surveying my options here. It's a bit frustrating because obviously I don't want to push. You can see this tank destroyer here we've lit up. We're just pulling back now, so we're not really sure what's back there. So I don't want to take any unnecessary hits. At the same time though, I'm kind of conscious that this tank destroyer is going to keep us lit. So yeah, that's and it's just sort of holding us up here. You can see this tank destroyer and a medium tank that not pushing. See, Churchill's pushed out again, so we're going to get our remaining 2 shots into that guy. Probably should have went up full reload there. And this is the thing, you can take a shot, and if then you sort of not got anything to shoot at, like say, I mean, I'm just sort of taking lucky blind shots, but you can get straight on reload, and it's not a problem. I'd say 6.4 second reload, no time at all, to be fair. It's just sort of near roughly about the same time as CS63 of reload, say at tier 10. So yeah, it's a real nice reload. So yeah, you can dump that clip really as and when quite often. You're not sat on reload for any time at all. You can just get straight back in the fight. And yeah, this thing, it's like cutting with 1,000 knives, basically. You just absolutely shred. So we're trying to get a shot on artillery there. Now we see is capture KV-1, and this is what I'm talking about. A tank that can absolutely shred, and in the blink of an eye, I've got myself in a crossfire, and I've already lost, 500 hit points now. So that's not really, it's not a good trade. My dodgy driving, I'm just about lucky there to avoid another shot. So yeah, we kind of threw our hit points away there a little bit unnecessarily. That's also sort of me probably not paying attention to the map either, like I should be. Didn't even notice that capture KV-1 was there. So poor play on my part. We're trying to get another shot into the T67 there. Luckily we bounced a shot off that guy, and now I'm just sort of trying to get back into cover, trying to see if we can get another shot into this T67. Do get one in, and I managed to pick up the kill for my third kill of the game. The number's quite even. It's 6-all now, so we sort of, it's still close game. And I'm trying to see if we can get shots onto this tank destroyer that's been sat at the back there. He's managed to sort of get into a rot. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and swing around and get another angle. You see I'm dumping the clip there. And now I'm just sort of going to try and wait for this guy to sort of get lit again, so I can put some shots in. Then we see this medium tank, who I think is AFK. It doesn't appear to be moving, so again, just going to crack the reload off, and away we go. Just pop another clip in. I suspected this guy was AFK, so I was just going to let the gun reload. I'm not lit, so I don't have to worry. And there we go. We managed to get some shots in blind and then finish them off. The Hellcat at the back there gets taken out by our friendly medium tank. There's only one tank left in the game. It's a heavy tank. So I'm going to try and go looking for this Churchill on the enemy team. I believe it's Churchill. I'm pretty sure it is, if I remember rightly. So yeah, we've had a decent game, to be fair. 2.6k damage with 4 kills. Not too shabby. I mean, in the right situation, right situation. I mean, any map really can sort of play this tank particularly well. So yeah, I mean, some corridor maps obviously you will struggle. Just depends. Maps like Sverogorsk I found not that great, but Sverogorsk I kind of find is sort of more of a map for a bit more of a brawling map for your heavy tanks and stuff like that. So a tank like this, it's going to have a bit of a difficult time, but again, it's just trying to find those opportunities to catch people out, and that's where this tank shines, I think, really does. And yeah, so like I say, I've had some real fun. I just decided to just sort of go, just a couple of days ago, just decided, you know what, I just want something a bit different. I've not been having a great time recently playing the higher tiers, just because obviously the meta shift to high alpha TDs, just I don't know, feel like it's the wrong time to be grinding heavy tanks at tier 9 recently. But I'm not, no point in whinging about it. It's what it's how the game is. So you just got to crack on really, and just do what you can and just try and have fun. So yeah, that's the reason why I just sort of pulled this tank out, just to play it. I haven't played it for a while. Just thought I'd try and see if I can have some decent games and put out some footage. And yeah, we've managed to. So yeah, we're still trying to find this Churchill. So what I'll do, guys, is I was going to speed it up, but we've just found him. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our way over. Our TD has managed to find him, but the Churchill's taken him out. Now this guy, we should be able to take him out in one clip, right? You would have thought so. No, apparently not. If you monkey the first shot, then you ain't going to kill him. So yeah, that was real poor play on my part. And I took a shot as well now, and now I'm a one hit. So yeah, I've kind of put myself in a ridiculously poor situation. But luckily our friendly medium tank comes along and gets the kill. And yeah, keeps us alive basically. So we come top of the board there. We got 4 kills and we got 2.8k damage. Picked up 431 assists there. You can see the amount of shots we've put out. 30 shot, 30 hits. Fired that, just kept that gun singing basically. Picked up the first class medal there. So yeah, not a bad result really. So third and final game, we are on Cliff. We've got a nice sort of even split in the matchmaking there between tier 6s and 5s. And you notice we've not got any light tanks. Got 1 artillery but no light tanks. So I sort of thought actually I'm going to take a bit of a gamble here. Now this can be a good play or it can just go horrifically bad. It depends. But I've gone for it and I'm going for the donut in the middle here. This is a fantastic position to be fair. It's a good strong position to take personally. The reason being you've got plenty of areas to get shots off. So if you can't get shots, the main area where I'll show in a minute is where you're going to get shots off. But at this moment in time I sort of poked that down because I wanted to try and spot some tanks up to. Because you can see, majority of our team are on the 1 line. And I wanted to get some spots so that they could, put some damage in, get some assists. But for some reason, well, we were getting out spotted by something. There's obviously a TD sitting at the back there. Our camo isn't great. So I just kind of had to accept that that wasn't going to happen. However, we have come back to the middle and we've seen a T-34-88 get to this middle position. Completely unaware that we're here. He seems to be sort of quite focused on a tank in the middle and just allows us to get a free farm on him. So do you know what, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth and I'm going to put that damage in and get my first kill of the game. We can see a Churchill and a OI crossing the middle there, and this is what I'm talking about. This is a position in the donut that you want to take quite early because this is where you catch heavy tanks out. Poor tanks like this poor OI and this Churchill are just going to have a real rough time with me being here because, like I say, just get some shots in. We were unlucky to finish that Churchill off there. Maybe we should have just aimed a little bit better. We do snap a shot in there. That was quite fortunate considering artillery is looking at us and we could have, we could have paid the price there for being that greedy. But that's just me in a nutshell. I always try. I think I just bite off more than I can chew sometimes, which is always been a constant fault of mine. And we popped that down to just try and see if we could potentially get any more spots, but it's not happening. There's a TD there, it's constantly going to keep us lit up. But notice the middle is free now. You can see the 2 heavy tanks on G7 there. So I know the middle is safe. So I thought, right, this is my opportunity to get up on this hill here and light up the back. And you can see we are having an absolute all of the time. Our team is just putting on a massive hurt of pain for these tanks at the back here, and we're getting all the assists. And we're going to try and get some damage in ourselves. We get a bit unlucky getting hit by that VK there. This tank, I think, does have good gun depression, but we're just sort of struggling to sort of get an angle where we can get shots off there. So I'm kind of playing peekaboo, but I'm just sort of on a bit of a ridge. Get a lovely shot into that tank destroyer there, setting him on fire. Now I'm just sort of pulling back, just to try and be careful with this Churchill, but I think he's over peaking, which means he's going to get hit. We were lucky to miss a shot from the tank destroyer there, and we do get one in, picking up our 4th kill of the game. And there's only 2 tanks left, which is that VK and this Churchill. And I'm trying to see if I can just sneak some more shots in. I can afford to take damage, but unfortunately just not quite in a proper position where I can aim and get some shots into the side of that Churchill without that VK lighting me up. So yeah, I'm just biding my time, just going to try and poke again. Unfortunately, the Churchill gets taken out by our friendly T-78, so it doesn't allow me to get shots in. However, we managed to get some assist off that VK, and again, I'm just waiting for him to get lit up so I can put some shots in. Unfortunately, I dumped my reload at the wrong time there, and that is so frustrating. I had 2 shots left, should have just saved it, and then I probably could have got a bit more damage in, but it doesn't matter. It gets taken out, and we pick up a little bit more assist. And that brings an end to the game. So we get 4 kills there, 2.4k damage, and just under 3k assist, bringing a real nice end to the game and to the video. And we picked up the ace mill there and the high caliber, and yeah, that's just a nice strong video, nice strong game to end the video on. So as always, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please give a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.